I seriously love my computer setup. One thing I don't exactly love is how all the cables are done under here. Yeah, so I want, look at all this. So I want to fix this, and I want to have channels of cables that go around here. Now stay subscribed because I'm going to be making more of these to route cables. I printed it in PLA, but I want to print it in TPU because once the cable's in, it's really hard to get it out. Anyways, I want a bunch of these channels legit everywhere and then just have the routing be so much simpler. But this video is a little bit different because I want to better route these guys right here. I want to route them individually so that way they're not completely sagging and maybe they can be up here. I just want a cleaner look down here. I know no one's gonna see it, but I know it's here. Another thing is my mouse right here. It's a wireless mouse, but sometimes it does need power. So how do I power it? Well, you notice there's no cables. Currently, I have to take it from its position and charge it on top of the desk. So I want a cable that comes out from here and is able to actually charge the mouse. So I would need kind of like a clip right here to have the cable rest when it's not in use. That way it doesn't dangle and just fall because my keyboard slides in and out. I basically need something right here and along here to just hold the cable in place. That's what I 3D printed today. Okay, so let's go to the printer. All right guys, so what I have here is some cable routing bits. I printed this one with 4 just in case I have a spot, and I'm thinking I do, I'll show you that in a second, to route 4. And then I have these individual ones right here. Oh, these peel off so easily once the bed cools down. All right, let's take these guys and go back to the room. All right, so the big one right here I wanted for up top. Yeah, you see this mess of cables? I don't like it. So I want to basically have this up here so that I can push the cables back and then slot them on this guy. Let's do a quick test to see how well a cable will sit in here. I'm going to put some 3M adhesive on the back and then stick it to something. If this doesn't work, I can easily use a screw and screw through the rubber. But let's see about the cable. That's pretty loose. That is interesting. What can we do? I wonder if it's also going to be loose for these as well. And it is. It is quite loose. So the cable, it just falls through. So what do I do? Dang, that was not supposed to happen. So I'll have to find a better one of these that holds the cable tighter, I guess, and then find a purpose for these. So I found this on the Bambu Lab Knot marketplace. This is actually on Thingiverse. Yeah, I use Thingiverse as well. And it's this cute little cable clip right here. And I could have made my own in Fusion, but I was literally prepared to. But I was like, why don't I just check some other sources? So we're going to do this because I'm lazy. So I'm going to show you how to put this into the Bambu slicer so you can bring it to your printer. So I'm just going to open it from my file explorer. Boom! Once this gets loaded up, let's go ahead and prepare the printer because I didn't fix it up from last time. So this one's going to be ASA. You could probably do it in PLA, but I just want it to be super strong. So what I need to do is remove the TPU out of here. To do that, I just heated the nozzle to 250 and the extruder, I pushed it out so I could pull this filament all the way back. From here, we're just going to put it back into the printer, our AMS. All right, this looks good. Take the TPU back to base camp and boom, we have our slicer right here. So I just need to fix up the material. I'm gonna change it to generic ASA. We have our Bambu Lab X1 carbon nozzle and we're just going to print one for now just to test it. So I'm gonna slice the plate. We can go to print plate. We have our AMS enabled. We have ASA. Let's send it to the printer. It's only going to take about 17 minutes, so I'll check back with you in a second. And this is it, guys. So I made mine out of ASA, but you could totally make it out of PLA. I just wanted to do it because there's going to be a lot of weight on these because I have a ton of cables. And yeah, I just didn't want it to sag or anything, but I'm pretty sure PLA, especially if you do a lot of infill, will be good no matter what. Now I'm going to get the hardware that it comes with, and I'm going to start lining underneath the desk with these. Alright guys, so I just woke up and we got a whole batch of these boys. Heck yeah. Alright, time to take all these back to the desk. What? There's a deal going on. I bought 2. You know what is kind of weird though is that this kit doesn't come with one of these little hangy bits, which I would love to have hung on my pegboard, but only this one I can do it for. This one I can't. Weird. Anyways, opening it up, we get a little bit of which each of these are, and then we get a note that these are self-tapping screws and they're suitable for plastic, wood, foil, etc., but not for metal. So this is great for what we have right here. We have a bunch of different options in here, but I'm mostly interested in these guys, or probably a little bit longer, we're gonna want to go these guys. You know what, I'm eyeballing it. So if you go to your table, and don't worry about that, I injured myself today, we can see that we should be good. We have enough clearance to clear this and then get a little bit inside of here. So this one is the one I will be using.
So I'm back under the table and I've done a bit of work since you last seen me, and you can see that things are routed a little bit nicer already. So actually there's not too much of a need for this, but you know what, we're gonna do it anyways. One thing I did find is putting these clips, like where it's 3M'd and then it's just a latch, on the AC to DC adapters for like the product itself right here. This is for like my Alexa, and then this one is for one of my monitors. You can see there's just a clip on the power supply right there, and then like this one for my speaker. It just makes it a lot cleaner. So I would totally recommend that. But for big wires like this is where it's gonna shine. So I'm gonna see what I can do with this power station I have right here, because right now this is not holding it together very well. And then I'll look and see what else I can do. Okay, I didn't really do much, to be honest, because, you know, like I said a second ago, while I was waiting for it to come, I already piped these cables into some really nice lines, and everything is pretty well organized. In my opinion, it's better in person than it is on camera, I promise. But it was pretty handy to do these bends, so you can see it's going this way and then this way. So it's going straight up and then into an L, kind of like an L here as well. But this is nice for this whole channel of cables, which is for my peripherals, for the sliding portion. And basically it's just going in here. Now the cables, because you know they're cables, they wanted to just dangle down in the middle right here. So it was cleaner putting it off to the side, so it was nice being able to do that with this piece right here. So that was really nice, and yeah, we're pretty much good there. I wasn't able to do a cable to the mouse right here. Instead, I just wired it along with these clips. Now, if I didn't already have these clips, you can definitely bet I would be using these. I do plan on building another table because this one has just been beaten to heck. I'll do that after I move out. This one will probably stay here. The memories I've had with this thing have been absolutely amazing. It's really sad to leave it behind, but it for sure is a Gen 1 table and it could definitely do with some upgrades. So I'll be keeping these on hand for that next one. How do you guys organize the cables under your desk? I want to know in the comments below before I build my next table. If you have any tips or any advice, please let me know. I would super appreciate it. All right, later.